very quickly before I begin this video. I am enabling the discussion tab on the channel page, where it says videos about that stuff there underneath the channel banner. The discussion tab is just another way for you to communicate with me. This is not going to be a forum or whatnot, or a chat room. It's for you to ask me questions, same way, or comments, whatever, same way you would through email, Twitter, which you need to follow for updates on things, like when the other week when my network screwed up and wouldn't let me upload, so I can keep you guys informed what's going on. But just so you know, the discussion tab's going to be there. Now, on to this episode of the Kidnapper Reads and Responds. The title, 1 + 2 = 3. Well, that's because the first R&R video and the second R&R video equal this video. So I want to speak again, and this is going to be the last video that I make regarding the first video. But I want to clarify some things and use the second video as an example, because I fear that, I read the emails from the man in the second video, whoever it was, that was complaining about me uploading these videos and putting people in a certain light or whatnot. This guilt-ridden fan. Well, basically this guilt-ridden fan was telling us that we shouldn't be watching these videos, trying to control what people do. And I want to make very clear that in the first episode of this little program, I was not trying to control people or tell them what they should or shouldn't be watching, or I was not saying that YouTube should not allow people to do challenges. It wasn't me trying to control people and tell them what they should and should not be doing, the same way the person from the second episode who emailed me was trying to do. What I am saying, I need to be a little more specific. Okay, and I can look at some channels or some comments on this first video, and some of you wrote very thought out responses. One guy is going to get his own video. You can probably guess which one that is, but it's not about free speech. It's not about people trying to voice their opinions or people being into what they're into and whatnot. To remind you why that first video, why I chose that message, this was a message from a concerned citizen who feared as though, and he had seen, and something I didn't even mention in that first video was that he said, and he has a good point, that there are older men impersonating themselves to be young girls in order to make the accounts feel more comfortable in uploading videos. So instead of having a picture of a 50-year-old man as their profile picture, they have a picture of like a 12-year-old girl, like, hey, innocent me, hey, I'm a fan of yours, instead of who they really are. So that's another thing that goes into that first video. But I just want to emphasize again, I'm not trying to control anybody or tell anybody what to do. I am simply calling out the patheticness, if you will, that seems to exist here. And I want to put a little pin in that for a second and use a different example. Let's say that, you're into what you're into. That's great. We're all into a certain thing here. Well, everyone's different. Not everyone's into the same thing here. And that's cool. Let's say there's certain YouTubers you like. Let's use as an example. Some decent-sized YouTubers, not some huge YouTubers with millions and millions of subscribers, but let's say if you're into fitness or whatnot, you might know who Nikki Blackketter is. She has around like 600,000 subscribers or something. Use her as an example. And I mentioned before I would have loved to have Stephanie Matto show up on the show. Okay, she has around like 275,000. So let's say you watch these people's videos, and these people were, just, interacting with their fans, doing a live stream, even asking in a video, hey, how would you like to see me do the duct tape challenge? And your response is going to be, fuck yes, absolutely, oh my God. And you write that, yeah, do it. That's cool. They asked you. These are people that are making, $5,000-$10,000 a month from being on YouTube doing stuff. These are people who, you're fans of, they're adults, and if they asked, and you'd only be human to say, of course. That's not what I'm addressing here. Okay, that's just people, people who, they get offered, you want something, you think it's a good idea, so you ask. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about on YouTube, there exists a little pack of cockroaches that scurry around all day long, searching for duct tape challenge, searching for these magician challenge channels, and they scurry around to every single video, and they're in the comments section. Hey, do this one for me. Hey, I got an idea for you. How about this? How about you do it and do it like this. I want you to do it just like this, and do it like this for me. As I said, these are cockroaches, and it's just a little pack of them. They're all around. All they do is hop from challenge channel to challenge channel. These harassing and manipulating and deceiving these YouTubers who don't know what's going on. They're not like me. Okay, when I started my channel with the duct tape challenge in March of last year, which was a big mistake, by the way, because once I did that, these little cockroaches showed up, and I had to beat them away for several months. Okay? Luckily, after last summer, and once I said to them, because I was smart and knew what was going on from day one, that these people were trying to get things for free, I told them nothing's going to be free here, and they cried like little babies, about 20 or 30 of them, and they left. So what I am saying is, don't be one of these cockroaches. Don't be one of these desperate, pitiful, pathetic people who slide around from challenge video to challenge video asking for custom fetish requests from unsuspecting YouTubers, whether they are an adult or a child. And yes, I said this community needs to do better. It does need to do better in that aspect, because that makes everybody look bad. When people are going around begging for shit for free from unsuspecting people. These people do not know why these people are asking for these videos. They think it's under the guise of, oh, I'm your fan. This is a good idea. Try this. Oh, this will be good for you. I've still had people try and say that shit to me. Oh, I have an idea for you. As if I don't have a solidified brand and not making money off this business and don't know what I'm doing here and don't know what my fans like and what they don't like. I don't need help like that. But oh, I have an idea for you. Try it like this. Try this one. Ooh. Even the ambush production. I had somebody write, "Oh, I have an idea how you can still do this and make money but not use it on Patreon." I already know all the possible methods of distributing my work. You can't tell me anything I don't know. But this person was trying to get it for free. It makes you look bad when you try and get something for free from somebody. But that aside, even, very recently, as I mentioned to you, I no longer have any duct tape challenge public on my channel. I unlisted after it got age restricted because of potentially dangerous activity for children. It got age restricted a month or so ago. And even a couple months ago, even after everything that's happened over the last year, somebody wrote on there, "Hey, I have some ideas for you to do for the duct tape challenge." Yeah, she doesn't work here anymore. Oh, but I have some ideas for you. Oh, here's, and I wrote, dude, you're spinning your wheels. Like, you're wasting your time even trying to tell me your ideas for this. But, I mean, people, they're relentless. And they go around begging for stuff and making themselves look like asses. So that's really what the first video is about. And also, as that Chris Hansen guy said, people harassing children and trying to get stuff off of them for free. You know, it's whether it's a child or whether it's adult, you need to examine what the person you're talking to is actually trying to do. If they're not, obviously they're not running a damsel in distress brand the way that I am. And if it's not an actual fetish YouTube channel, which there are some of those that don't really upload anything because they'd get kicked off if they did, unless the person uploading knows what you're asking for, you should not be trying to manipulate them into making something for you for free that they don't know what it is. That is what I am saying. And you're free to do it. But I'm free to make this video, and if you're scurrying around from video to video, to call you one of the cockroaches. I'm free to do that as well. So, you know, I'm not gonna sit back and kiss people's asses on this topic just because a couple of them may watch my program as well. You know, you got to do better, make all of us look better, and then people, you know, there won't be such a stigma on this. People are a little more respectable about it. But that's your third episode. 1 + 2 = 3. I thought that was a good title for an episode of this. And like I said before, the discussion tab, well, you can comment about this video in this video. But if you have other questions, things you'd like me to talk about, share, whatever. I've had some people ask some good ones. I have some good topics lined up you guys might find interesting. But yeah, use the discussion tab, or unless you want to email me, it's probably easier to use that. But thanks, guys. Hope you're enjoying the Wonder Woman week. I got a pretty cool week lined up next week, and I've been working my ass off on our 4th story release, which is, to say it's phenomenal would just be a gross understatement, but something to look forward for you guys. Thanks.